So in this video, we will talk about why the Knicks will crush the Miami Heat in 6 games in the second round of these playoffs. We will destroy them in the Garden. Then we'll take those orange blue skies and create a nice overcast at Miami on South Beach. And we're going to show them why they're just not on our level. So let's talk about it. Man, what more can I say, man? I'm so happy with these Knicks, man. And real quick, I am the Objective Fan. You're now tuned into the Objective Knicks Fan channel, straight out of Kings County, New York City's finest. You know the vibes. Subscribe to the channel. A lot of you guys check out the content, but you guys don't subscribe. So I do want to tip my hat to the Knicks for getting the job done. You know, we won game 5 convincingly. You see Josh Hart eating some chicken, man. What a game, man. Jalen Brunson, aka the Spider Killer, did what he had to do, got him up out of there. Star J. Barrett had another nice game with 21 points on 7-13 shooting. Josh Hart played 47 minutes, did his thing, just completely overwhelmed the Cleveland Cavaliers. I also want to give a nice little nod to Mitch Robinson as well. He had 18 rebounds, 11 offensive rebounds. You know, he was very solid on the inside, man. But now we got the Heat, man, and I honestly believe that they're just not on our level. Now, I do want to give one caveat that Randall's health definitely can be an issue. You know, he re-sprained that ankle in the second quarter of that Cavs game. I hope he's ready to go. If I had to look at it, I mean, I'm pretty sure they're going to reevaluate him and get back to it. So the first reason why I believe we will crush the Miami Heat is, yes, I know what you're going to say, but the first thing is we killed them in the regular season, 3 games to 1. And to be honest, it seems like in this playoffs, the regular season matters, as you can see in the first round. We beat the Cavaliers 3 games to 1 during the regular season, and the Heat also tied with Giannis and the boys 2-2. But here's the interesting thing about that Heat Bucks series. In Miami's 2 wins, both of those wins were when Giannis was out. So when Giannis got hurt in game 1, the first game of the series, a smart betting man would have took the Heat. So before we continue the video, I do want to make sure you guys are informed and aware that we will be doing a live commentary for game 1 of the second round, right, against the Miami Heat. That will be this Sunday, April 30th at 1 p.m. So make sure you check it out. Subscribe to the channel so you get all your notifications. And that way you'll be on point and you know exactly when the live stream will begin. It will be right here on this channel. So watch the games with me. It's going to be lit. It's going to be fun. We're going to have a great time. We definitely are more than capable of beating the Miami Heat. Styles make fights, right? Like in boxing. And I always say that. It also can apply to basketball. I just don't think the Heat are on our level. And now, 2 out of 3 of these wins, one of the main reasons why we were able to win these games is because we dominated the boards. My next point that I want to say why we will crush the Miami Heat, we will bring those orange and blue skies and rain down on the city of Miami when we go there. And in the Garden, it's going to be too big of a stage for those guys. And I know Jimmy Butler's amazing, but they're too small. Bam Adebayo's 6'9". Let's pull it up. Let's see how tall Bam Adebayo is. 6'9". He's not gonna. Now I know you're gonna say, oh, they got Kevin Love, but Kevin Love is 6'8". You know, he plays small. He's not somebody who we have to worry about on the inside. Then they go with a guy named Highsmith. At times he comes in the game. Let's pull his height up. He's only 6'4". And they do got Zeller. You know, Zeller, he's a 7-footer, 6'11", I believe. And he's the only legitimate big guy, but he only plays 10 minutes. He doesn't get a lot of run. Mitch Flex Robinson is too big, too strong. Him and Hartstein will definitely overwhelm them on the inside. They will crash the boards, like I told you, in those regular season games. That's 2 of the reasons why we were able to beat those guys. But not only that, they don't have no rim protection with those small guys on the inside. Brunson, RJ, and IQ are going to take a complete advantage. You seen what with RJ with the Euros in the lane against Cleveland, you don't think he's gonna do that times 10 against a small Heat team? What about Jalen Brunson in the paint? They're not gonna be able to stop him. We will crush the Heat. They're too small. And my next point also has something to do with will play the small size will have to do with it, the matchups. I'm gonna tell you right now, and I mentioned this earlier, I sort of highlighted it. Jimmy Butler is a problem. No one can take away from what Jimmy Butler is gonna bring to the table. And even Bam, at 6'9", I think Bam is solid. But everyone else is food. We gonna eat them. Especially in the Garden, they're gonna fall to their knees because the stage is just gonna be too big for them. Kevin Love is gonna get smoked. If Julius Randle's ready to go, I feel bad for Kevin Love. Now, Kevin Love does have some good games because he can shoot threes and things of that nature. But they're not gonna be able to guard Julius Randle. And to be honest, Jimmy Butler's just one guy. Who's guarding RJ if he has to guard Randle? Who's guarding Brunson? They don't got nobody to withstand the force that we're going to be bringing to these guys. Vincent and Struss, they going to get smoked. RJ Hart, quickly. And then Duncan Robinson, yes, he's shooting amazing in the playoffs. He's turned around his game, but I'm not concerned about Duncan Robinson. I'm really not. The matchups, man. Martin, I see what they got a nice team, but those guys overmatched 5 or 6 games. Next point I want to talk about is defense and rebounds. Now, I do have a question. Do you honestly believe that this series will be tougher than the Cleveland Cavaliers series? Let me know in the comment box below if you honestly believe that this series will be tougher than the previous series. If this series will be tougher than the previous series. My next point is defense and rebounds. The ratings. In the playoffs, let's go to the playoffs. I'm in research mode, right? So I highlighted rebounding before because rebounding was a key during the regular season. It will continue in the playoffs, and let me show you why. So the Knicks are the best offensive team when it comes to rebounding in the league, right? They average 15 a game. Total boards, we're number 6. We average the most steals with 10, and we're also 6 in blocks, averaging 4.6 blocks a game. So I understand Miami. If you want to look at Miami, they're the number 1 field goal shooting team in the league. They lead the league in threes and field goals, as you can see on the screen. They're number 1. And we know that they, shot well. And, it's going to be a battle of defense and offense because let's go to the advanced rating. We're number 2 defensive rating in the playoffs behind Philadelphia. Something is going to have to bend. I feel like it's going to be the Miami Heat's offense because I don't believe that they're that good of an offensive team anyway. They just so happen to have a really good series. But once they go up against our top 2 defense in the playoffs, it's going to be a whole nother thing. So, and we understand that the Knicks are going to dominate the boards. And we won most of our games when we win the rebounding contest. So that's just going to be something that Miami, they're going to be overwhelmed. So before we continue the video, please take the time to send a donation to the channel, man. We're a growing channel and we need your support to grow even bigger. You can easily send the Cash App directly to the Objective Fan, $ the Objective Fan, and your support will be appreciated. Also, if you don't have the Cash App, you could just hit the like button and subscribe. That'll also help the channel grow. We appreciate your support. So my last point, this is the last reason. I got more, but we're going to get more into that as the series progress. We'll see what game 1 brings, and we'll uncover more stuff. But, this is the number 1 place to stay down with the Knicks and figure out what's going on. No hero. The Heat will have no heroes when those orange and blue skies overcast and the moment becomes too big and they're looking to see who's going to take the shot. Jimmy's covered, he's doubled, he's smothered, He can't do nothing with the ball. They're looking to pass it around. There's Vincent Struss, Duncan Robinson. They're just moving the ball, throwing the ball. Bam, he's too scared to shoot because Mitch Robinson in his face. They will be missing their hero. In the only game we lost, and I talked about this in the previous video, right, why the Knicks could possibly make the Eastern Conference Finals, is that Tyler Hero put up 17 in the fourth quarter. That's the only reason why we lost to Miami. He had to come, step up, and help them overcome those orange and blue skies, because the Knicks is not just a one-man show. And that was the only reason why they were able to beat us. I mean, let's pull the game up. Let's pull the game up. So that was the game, when we lost 127 to 120. That was a shootout. Jimmy had 35, right? And then Tyler Hero just took over the game. You can't see it in the normal box score. That's why I say you got to watch the games and take notes so you can remember things like this. And then even Kyle Lowry has a little solid 14 off the bench. There was too much for us to overcome. But RJ had 26. Brunson had 25. Randall didn't have the greatest showing. But Tyler Hero was able, because this game was a very close game. His involvement in the offense made a difference. Also, another thing about Tyler Hero, if we just look at, so that was game 3. So look, this is game 4. Tyler Hero has been a thorn in our side. This is game 4. The last game we beat them. This was his most, humble game where he didn't put in a lot of work. He had 16. But if we go to game 2, and a game which we won down the stretch, nail biter, right? Tyler Hero had 29 points. Where they gonna get that 29 from? Because Jimmy had 33. Jimmy always has great games. See, that's another point out. One of my later points. I give you a bonus. Jimmy Butler can score 33. We overcome that. Jimmy Butler's 33, 40. That's not going to be enough to beat us. It's that Tyler Hero 29. And then we go to game 1, right? Which we also won. And if you go look at the box score of game 1, Tyler Hero 25. Right? Jimmy only had 10 this game. This is the one game Jimmy had a bad game. But Tyler Hero was the one keeping them in the game, and bam. But notice something about this game. This is why you have to watch the games. No Mitch. Mitch was hurt, and we still beat them. Now we got a healthy flex. And Hero's not going to be there to save them. This series will be over in 5 games. So with that being said, we're going to close out the right way. I hope to see you guys on Sunday right here. We're going live. We're going to be watching the game. I'm going to be doing live commentary. You have your game on. You can put it on mute, put me on. I'm going to replace those weak commentators. I'm sorry, they're not weak, but they don't know the Knicks like how we know the Knicks here. So that's why I want to do these live commentaries. I hope you're here. If you're not subscribed, subscribe to the channel. Hit that bell icon so you won't miss your notifications, man. And like the videos, because we're going to be doing a lot on this channel, especially covering these series and the remainder of the playoffs. And until next time, let's go Knicks.